Hey KBUZZPOP family! Hold your breath, because today, we're diving into a revelation that has left fans speechless, hearts pounding, and emotions running high. You read the title right, Some Wounds Never Heal. Jung So-min opens up after baby reveal with Jung Hae-in. This isn't just your regular love story. It's one filled with secret pain, hidden joy, and a bittersweet truth that Jung So-min herself has finally laid bare. Are you ready? Grab your favorite drink, sit back, and join the KBUZZPOP community as we unpack a story that will touch every part of your heart. Let's begin. It started quietly. Just a whisper. Jung So-min had been noticeably absent from the public eye for a few months. Her Instagram, once brimming with bright smiles and playful behind-the-scenes moments, had gone silent. Her last post, a simple black and white photo of a tree, had fans puzzled. But no one could have imagined what would come next. Then came the reveal. At a private film event in Seoul, Hae-in arrived solo, as usual. But what set fans' hearts racing was the moment he walked past the press line and casually mentioned, "Life has been different lately, especially with the baby." Wait, what? The baby? Fans froze. The media buzzed. Speculations flared like wildfire. Within hours, the internet exploded with rumors. Some were quick to assume it was a joke. Others swore it was a slip of the tongue. But KBUZZPOP fans, you know we dig deeper. And what we uncovered was more emotional than anyone expected. Just 3 days after that statement, Jung So-min finally broke her silence. On a rainy Tuesday morning, she sat across from a well-known female journalist for an exclusive, raw interview. She looked different. Not in a bad way, but in the way someone does after carrying a weight for too long. Eyes slightly puffy, voice soft, hands trembling, but her smile, still the same. "Some wounds never heal," she began, barely above a whisper. "But maybe they don't have to if you learn to live with them." A moment of silence filled the room. And then she spoke. "I didn't plan for this. We didn't. But life has its own script." At this point, KBUZZPOP fam, let's pause. How would you react if your favorite celebrity revealed such a life-changing secret? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every single one. Back to the story. So-min shared that she and Hae-in had grown close during their drama together. On-screen chemistry? Absolutely. But behind the scenes, it was something deeper. "He saw me," she said, eyes glassy. "Not as an actress. Not as someone perfect. But as me, flawed, broken, and scared." 4 months after filming Wrapped, they remained in contact. Quiet dinner dates. Long walks at dawn. Midnight phone calls that turned into dawn confessions. And then, one night, everything changed. Tears welled up as she said, "We never said we were in love. We just needed each other. And sometimes, that's enough to create something even bigger." The baby. So-min found out 2 months later. She was in Tokyo for a campaign shoot when the signs started. "I thought it was exhaustion. Jet lag," she laughed softly. "But I just knew. Deep down I knew." She flew back quietly. No announcement. No drama. And she called Hae-in. According to her, there was silence on the other end. Not disappointment. Not joy. Just silence. And then he said something that broke her heart and made her fall for him all over again. He said, "If you choose this, I choose it too." KBUZZPOP fam, let's take a moment here. What would you do if you were in So-min's shoes? Would you tell the world? Or keep it a secret? Tell us below. We're all part of this story now. She chose to keep it private. For a while, it was just ours. No cameras. No scripts. Just quiet mornings and tiny kicks, she smiled. But life, as always, had other plans. At 6 months, while shopping quietly in Busan, paparazzi caught a glimpse of her baby bump. "It wasn't supposed to be like that," she confessed. "I wanted to tell my story, our story, my way." The internet split in two. Some praised her bravery. Others criticized her silence. "Suddenly, I wasn't a woman. I wasn't an actress. I was a headline," she said. And that, she admitted, broke her in ways she never expected. Let's pause again. Do you think celebrities owe us their private lives? Or should they be allowed to protect their peace? Sound off in the comments. We want your honest thoughts. As the interview continued, So-min became more vulnerable. She shared that after the reveal, she and Hae-in stepped back from each other, not out of anger, but out of fear. "We loved each other in a space where no one was watching. But once the world saw us, we didn't know how to be us anymore," she said. The pressure of public opinion, the gossip, the expectations. It was no longer about us. It was about what people thought we should be. They decided to co-parent. Lovingly, respectfully, but not romantically. And that decision, it shattered me, So-min admitted. But it also saved me. BuzzPop family, do you believe love can survive fame? Or is privacy the real foundation? Drop a broken heart if you've ever had to walk away from someone you loved for the right reasons. So-min took a deep breath. "Every morning, I wake up and see his eyes in my baby's face. And it hurts. But it also heals. She isn't bitter. She isn't angry. She's just healing." And that's where the line comes in. Some wounds never heal. But maybe they don't have to if you learn to live with them. She smiled, tears falling freely now. "I loved him. I still do, in a way. But more than that, I love who I've become because of all this." Now, KBUZZPOP family, this is your moment. What would you say to So-min if she were reading your comment right now? Would you thank her for her courage? Tell her she's not alone? Or simply send her strength? Let her know below. Let all our viewers know. Because in this moment, we are all part of her healing. The interview ended quietly. No dramatic close. No flashy promo. Just a woman who once made us laugh and cry on screen, now showing us what it means to be truly, deeply human. And as she walked out of the studio, cradling her sleeping baby in her arms, the world paused. Not to judge, not to speculate, but to feel. For once, it wasn't about the headlines. It was about her. And maybe, just maybe, it was about all of us too. So what now, BuzzPop family? Where do we go from here? Well, for one, we continue to support. Not just So-min and Hae-in, but every artist, every parent, every person who dares to be real in a world that demands perfection. We continue to listen, to empathize, to feel, and most importantly, we continue to love. So as we wrap this emotional ride, we want to hear your story. Have you ever had a secret that shaped your life? Have you ever had to choose between your truth and the world's opinion? Share it with us. Because here on BuzzPop, your voice matters. Until next time, fam, stay real, stay kind, and remember, some wounds never heal. But that's okay, because healing, in itself, is a story worth telling. Backhand index pointing right, like, share, and subscribe to BuzzPop for more heart-stirring stories, real celeb moments, and interactive features like this one. Your engagement is what keeps our community alive. Let's keep the love going in the comments. Speech balloon. We'll see you in the next video.